Good morning, everybody. What a gorgeous day it is. Welcome to week 4 of the Wellness Revolution. This week is all about inflammation. But before we talk about inflammation, let's go back to week 1. And all the way back to week 1. Seems like a long time ago. But let's look back at your goals. How's it going? How are you doing with them? Are you keeping them on top of your mind every single day? What can you do better? What's holding you back? What can I do to help you? Just take a moment right here, right now, to recommit to yourself. Just a few minutes. Go back to your goals. Think about what you want for yourself and recommit. Now that you've recommitted, we're going to talk about, I hate these things, inflammation. Think about it like a fire burning inside your body. So inflammation is just a fancy word for your body's reaction to an injury or an infection. Think about when you cut your finger. If you do nothing, your body automatically will start swelling up and closing up that cut. It's really quite miraculous what our body does to heal itself. And that is inflammation in a good sense. The bad sense is when inflammation is inside our body. It can be a reaction to food. It's swelling inside your body. And that's a little harder to detect than the cut on your finger, though. So we're going to work in the next couple weeks to figure out that inflammation inside your body. There's also mental inflammation, otherwise known as stress. And I know a lot about stress, too much as a matter of fact, but all of these types of inflammation lead to super common diseases, things like heart disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and can you say stroke, possibly? These are things nobody even thinks about, but it really is all a direct result of inflammation. So doesn't it make sense to control the fire? So let's focus on food for a moment, because that is something we can control. And first, where'd my book go? First, we're going to check your symptoms using the symptom checker in the back of your booklet. Looks like this. Lots and lots of words. It should be the last page of your book. So when you're looking at these, some of them seem like, oh, well, I have that, but I never really thought about that being a problem. Things like headaches, stuffy nose, genital itch, ugh, gross. But anyway, goofy symptoms that you don't even think are a problem could be a sign of inflammation. So sometime today, or when you have a moment, go ahead and fill out the detox questionnaire and then file it away for just a couple weeks, because the next 2 weeks we're going to be working on that inflammation, and hopefully that symptom will disappear. That's the goal. So next, let's look at some common inflammatory foods. And don't panic. You might want to write these down. Next week, we're going to go deeper into this, but this week, I just want you to be aware of the inflammatory foods. They are wheat, corn, soy. I know, those are in everything, right? Wheat, corn, soy, processed vegetable oils. Think about that big old vat of Wesson oil or canola oil that you have in your cupboard. Inflammatory. That's bad stuff. But there are other options. Dairy, sugars, real and artificial, alcohol, and caffeine. And you may have, if you follow me, you'll see that I have been trying to wean off of caffeine this week. It is rough. Good thing I had my water this week. But next week, we're going to get rid of all those bad inflammatory foods. But this week, I just want you to mentally and physically prepare yourself. It's really not that bad. I promise you're going to feel good. So it'll be totally worth it. But this week, I just want you to prepare yourself, wean off the three biggies, that is caffeine, sugar, and alcohol. Because if you cold turkey those three things, you will get a massive headache, I promise. But if you wean, it truly isn't that bad. So we're going to start to calm the inflammation and start eliminating those foods. So let's get ourselves unhooked, get rid of the caffeine, alcohol, and sugar this week. And then next week we'll go the full Monty is next week. But in the meantime, also, you may want to check out some resources. I love this 10-day detox diet by Dr. Mark Hyman. And this is what I based my detox on. So if you like to read a lot, it's not super long, but check this out as a library. I think half of it's probably recipes, but very good information about inflammation and what it does to your body. Also, I love the Daniel Plan, which is also part authored by Dr. Hyman. This is a Christian-based plan for fitness. The lighting is terrible. It's fitness, faith, food, focus, and friends. Kind of what we're doing here. But anyhow, those are the resources. You can also check out my website at 101010coach.com for recipes to help you during detox week. You might want to start checking out some things and seeing what you can eat. You can eat fruits, vegetables, quinoa, rice, potatoes, no pasta. You could eat gluten-free pasta, but look real careful. But we'll talk about that more next week. But just start preparing yourself. And don't forget to keep eating real food and drinking your water. This is baby steps, step by step. We'll get you there. And wean off your caffeine, sugar, and alcohol. All right, everyone, have a fabulous week. Let me know if you need anything, and I'll see you back on Monday night for Q&A night. Take care. Have a fabulous Saturday. It is gorgeous outside here.